James Garner once pulled back the curtain on Randolph Scott, sharing insights that reshaped how we saw the legendary star. It was a rare moment of honesty from a man who lived with quiet integrity. Born in the heart of Oklahoma during tough times, Garner faced a childhood full of loss and struggle. His mom passed away when he was just a little boy, leaving his dad to scrape by. Bouncing between family members and picking up whatever work he could, those hard days built a toughness in him, a kind of steady empathy that shone through in every role he took. War came calling early. Barely out of his teens, he signed up for the Merchant Marine, then headed to Korea with the Army. Wounded twice, he came home carrying invisible burdens that grounded him, making him wary of flashy heroics. Hollywood's glitz never fooled him. He saw through it all. Back stateside, life in California meant odd gigs and ad work until fate stepped in. Helping a buddy rehearse lines, he caught an agent's eye. His rugged charm and easy vibes sealed the deal. Small parts led to bigger ones, all learned on the fly. No fancy classes needed. Then came the role that changed everything. A clever cowboy in a popular Western show. His character dodged fights with wit and words, mirroring Garner's own sharp humor. Overnight, he was a star, blending laughs with edge-of-your-seat action. But success didn't stop there. The 60s brought movies across all styles, lighthearted romances opposite beloved co-stars. Intense wartime tales where he matched stride with the greats. His warmth drew people in, while his depth won over critics. He stayed real, shunning the spotlight's ego, earning respect as a genuine soul in a town full of pretense. By the 70s, he reinvented himself as a street-smart detective on TV, cracking cases with brains over brawn. Fans adored the mix of smarts and sarcasm, and it snagged him top awards. He pushed through grueling shoots, ignoring aches from old injuries, always showing up ready. His commitment inspired everyone around him. Later years brought even more range heartfelt dramas that earned nods from the Academy. Tender stories of love in old age that left viewers in tears. He dipped back into familiar worlds, too, keeping that timeless appeal alive. Beyond the screen, he stood up for fair treatment in the industry, pushing for artists' voices to be heard. His home life echoed the same heartfelt steadiness. He met his wife at a gathering in the mid-50s, and sparks flew instantly. Her lively spirit hooked him. They dined out night after night, falling fast. In just over 2 weeks, they tied the knot, a bold leap that lasted a lifetime. He often laughed about their modest start, joking it nearly emptied his pockets, but that humility was pure in him. Marriage, he'd say with a grin, is like signing up for duty plenty gripe, but so many stick with it. Their bond weathered storms, built on trust and care, blending backgrounds with ease. She brought a young girl into the mix, facing health battles from a tough illness. He embraced the role of dad with open arms, offering the support they both needed. Soon they had a daughter of their own, who grew into a creative force helping others. Family was his core, spoken of with quiet pride. Over nearly 6 decades, they faced rough patches, brief times apart, to breathe and grow, but always circled back stronger. Space can heal, he'd reflect, but love pulls you home. If this story touches your heart, please share it. Through it all, Garner kept a low profile on personal matters, avoiding the industry's gossip mill. Yet, when talk turned to Randolph Scott, he opened up in ways that surprised folks. Scott, he shared, was a figure wrapped in enigma, known for his cowboy grit on film, but far more complex off-screen. As a newcomer, Garner looked up to him like a beacon. Scott moved with a natural authority, no need for showy antics. His presence alone commanded the room, a model of true strength that's rare these days. Garner hinted at the layers beneath. Scott guarded his world fiercely, sparking wild tales that missed the mark. Folks invented stories because he gave them nothing, Garner noted. He lived by his work, not the hype, showing up prepared and polite to all. That old-school honor, rooted in his heritage, guided every choice. Even in disagreements, he'd handle things with grace, never raising a fuss. Garner saw him as a rock unwavering, principled, influencing how leading men were viewed long after. But there was a distance too, Garner admitted. Scott didn't spill emotions easily. His stoic side mirrored those rugged roles. It wasn't fake, it was real, and Garner respected that raw honesty. In sharing these thoughts, Garner painted Scott as steadfast, a man who stuck to his path amid changing winds. Coming from someone as grounded as Garner, it hit deep, reminding us of the quiet power behind the legend's dot as years wound down. Garner's health faded, but his wife's devotion never did. She stood by him in their cozy home, guarding their peace. He left this world at 86, mere weeks shy of their 58th anniversary, a heartbreaking twist that highlighted their unbreakable tie. In a place where love often flickers out, there's burned steady, proving that quick connections can endure if nurtured right. He called her his everything, and friends saw the depth of that bond. She carried on for years after, but the loss lingered like a shadow. Memories of his triumphs, from early TV hits to late-life gems, filled her quieter days. She'd let him take the spotlight, but she was his true foundation, balancing his spark with calm. Their story inspires, showing resilience in love and life. If it moves you, hit like, subscribe, and pass it on. Let's keep these tailies alive.